Thanks for staying with the NCN 6 o'clock news. President Barry Jagdeo says there is need for strong commitment from the international community to avert the catastrophic implications of climate change should the post-2012 framework fail to acknowledge the importance of standing rainforests. He believes that the fight against this phenomenon will be lost. The president made these remarks while presenting Guyana's position on avoided deforestation to stakeholders at the International Conference Center. More in this report.
President Barry Jagdeo first revealed his carbon-based mechanism initiative at a Commonwealth Finance Ministers meeting last year. Since then, the Guyanese leader has been traveling throughout the world advocating the importance of standing forests to battle global environmental threats. And with only a few days away from the UN Climate Change Convention in Poland, President Jagdeo has delivered a comprehensive market model to stakeholders. He says global temperatures have increased significantly, causing severe damage to many sectors and will continue to do so unless action is taken to have the situation stabilized. The head of state notes government is working to align the economic importance of standing forests with the interests of the international community and national development.
We have long recognized that proposals to simply slow down deforestation in countries where it is already taking place through the use of historical baselines do not take into account the true economic pressures on the forest and will not help countries like ours which have low historic rates of deforestation.
Based on a comprehensive analysis of Guyana's standing forests, it has been revealed that the country could earn up to $2 billion per year from the President's carbon-based mechanism strategy. This model excludes 1.7 million hectares of titled land to Amerindian communities and 10 million hectares which are utilized to preserve biodiversity.
Therefore, we need to protect forests such as ours in a way which doesn't just rely on our national desire to help the world, sincere as that may be. In the future, we need to recognize forest economic value to the world and create market-based mechanisms which outcompete the activities which currently drive economic value to the nation.
However, President Jagdeo notes that it will take time for capital markets to develop at a full scale. Should Guyana be remunerated for its efforts, the President says government will have a responsibility to ensure that the money is spent on environmentally sound and financially prudent developmental initiatives. The head of state has also noted the importance of strengthening national institutions in light of the large flows of money which will be generated in and out of the country.
So it is vital that we carefully improve our policies and institutions if remuneration for climate services emerges over time. There will also be many technical issues that will require much work, such as ensuring that monitoring and verification of forest protection is in accordance with internationally validated standards, or ensuring mechanisms to ensure permanence, where we cannot receive payments for a time only to then cut down forests in the future.
President Jagdeo has also highlighted the importance of stakeholder inputs, namely those of the opposition parties and Amerindian communities in Guyana's representation at the climate change talks in Copenhagen next year. The Guyanese leader will be departing for Poland next Tuesday, where he will be presenting his report on avoided deforestation to the United Nations Climate Change Convention. Reporting for the 6 o'clock news, I'm Sharda Lal.
Thank you, Sharda. The Public Utilities Commission is advising consumers not to pay additional inflated or illegal charges for water, which may appear on their GWI bill. The PUC says consumers have been complaining of exorbitant rates above what they are legally required to pay. The Commission had summoned a meeting with GWI's Chief Executive Officer Karan Singh to address the issue, but he did not attend that meeting. However, the water company is contending that if consumers refuse to pay the bill, they will be disconnected. 41-year-old Vidu Prasad, also known as Sunil, was found dead at his Lot 29 Metamizork West Coast Demerara home at around 6 hours today. Foul play suspected since the man's home was ransacked with items believed to be missing. Nacasia Logan was on the scene.
41-year-old Vidu Prasad, also known as Sunil, has been bludgeoned to death with an unknown weapon. NCN arrived on the scene moments after the police around 7 hours 30. The dead man's uncle, Kyle Chiatau, also of Metamizork, says Sunil lives alone and only returned from Suriname Wednesday last.
What I understand that he had some friends who were drinking here last night, and I don't. The same 3 persons that they arrested, they were here drinking, but I can't say nothing more, because I wasn't here.
The 3 women were subsequently taken into police custody to assist with the investigations. The uncle says the last time he saw his nephew was around noon yesterday. He told NCN that one of the women who was with the man last night called him with the news of Sunil's death around 6 hours today.
So I came down here and I opened the door and went in. I see blood and I said this guy looked like he died and some robbery. So I went in the house and I just look around and I see the place tumble up and break up. And I came out back and I tried to use the phone to call the police, right? But the phone was dead. And I went over the neighbor and used the phone and called the police.
Chiatau related that he noticed that his nephew had marks of violence in the region of his forehead.
Well, the police came to the investigation, took fingerprints and whatever prints they needed, and they took the body and sent it to the mortuary.
Was there any mark of violence or anything?
Yeah, and the forehead had two big gash. Only that I see.
The man is suspecting foul play in the death of his nephew, but the question of whether it was a case of robbery murder is yet to be answered, and only the pathologist could determine the cause of death. For the NCN 6 o'clock news, I am Nacasia Logan.